my beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Gianna Lian, and we are back with the very famous Reading for 24 Hours reading vlog challenge. We've been here before, you guys. We all know how this works. We all love to watch these videos and see me struggle, basically. No, I'm just kidding. But we are going to be doing another spoiler-free reading vlog for you guys today, and I'm very excited to film this because the last one I did was about a year ago today. Actually, yeah, a year ago today. The angle of my camera was bothering me. But anyways, I'm bringing you guys another 24-hour reading challenge. Now, I still have never ever completed a 24-hour reading vlog all in one go. I definitely do stop the timer. That is just what's the most successful for me. That's what I enjoy the most and what will avoid a reading slump. So we are going to do that. I am not going to put myself in a reading slump for this video. So we are going to be stopping the timer every single time I stop reading. So I feel like I should maybe title this video like how many books I can read in 24 hours basically, but I'm very excited to film this, like I said, and I do already have 2 books on the go, but I want to be picking up just kind of random books, kind of do a little bit of mood reading, see however I'm feeling. But the one that I am currently reading that I'm enjoying very much is Hopeless by Elsie Silver. I really want to finish this series off before the summer ends, like I've told you guys multiple times, and we just started this one last night actually, so we're only 20% through it. Absolutely loving it so far. We're following Beau, and I've been dying for Beau's book. And also his love interest is very interesting. We kind of got a little bit of history to deal with her in the past books, but like very little. So I'm super excited to get to know her a little bit more and just the whole vibes as a whole. I love Elsie Silver's writing. So we're currently reading that one, but then I obviously have some new releases that I want to pick up in this video, hopefully, fingers crossed, along with some other books that I normally wouldn't pick up. I feel like every single reading vlog I do film for you guys, it's all romance based, and I love my romance books. We all know this. You guys love when I read my romance books too, but I want to switch it up a little bit. So I want to maybe throw in some general fiction in there. I want to just switch it up a little bit, you know? So we are going to get started. I think I am going to kick off the timer with continuing Hopeless. I'm kind of switching between the physical book and on my Kindle. See whatever I'm feeling, you know? And we'll just see how it goes from there. So I hope you guys enjoy this reading vlog. Wish me luck in the comments before I start. First official update for the 24-hour reading challenge, you guys. We did make a little bit of a dent, but like not really. I've been kind of reading off and on and running around my house, so the timer has been stopped a lot, but we do have 22 hours and 11 minutes left, almost to the 22-hour mark. And we've also made a very big dent in this book. I don't know if it's either because it's Elsie Silver's writing and I always fly through her writing, or because I'm just really enjoying it, or I've just become a faster reader. I have no idea, but we are on page 232 for this book, chapter 22, and we are also 48% through. That's like pretty good. I'm making a pretty good dent in this pretty quickly. We're on a Beau chapter. It is dual POV, which makes me so happy because I feel like I haven't read a romance book in a hot minute that has my favorite dual POV going on. So it's just a nice refresher, but we are following Beau and Bailey. I don't want to get into too much history on the characters because you obviously get to know them a little bit in the previous books, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but like I did mention already, I have been waiting for Beau's book for quite some time, and I'm just so excited that I'm actually getting to know him because he was such a mysterious character throughout the rest of the series that I've been needing this. From what we do know of Beau, I can give you guys that is he's definitely an Eaton brother, clearly. Obviously he's a part of the family, but he was always kind of like on the side. Like throughout the rest of the series, he was kind of in the military and not really present on the ranch, and he doesn't really have an interest to be a rancher like his brothers. So he went off to the military, and that's kind of where he's been throughout the series, but now he's back. I'm not gonna give information information on why or what happened, but he's back on the ranch. And then Bailey, there's a whole lot of family trauma on her side, and how the Eaton brothers and her family kind of know each other. There's like a lot of problems there. So tension's obviously there, and it's just a very interesting concept that I was surprised Elsie Silver decided to go with for this book. It's definitely very different than the other books, but I'm still absolutely loving it. It's just interesting and different, if that makes sense. Now I feel like I can't say the tropes because I feel like the tropes are gonna give stuff away. But it's something that I'm like kind of iffy on. Like, it's hit or miss for me. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you can figure it out, you can figure it out. But I'm not saying exactly what it is. But either way, I'm really enjoying it. We're gonna continue reading for this 24-hour reading challenge. I'm really hoping I get 3 books done in the variation of this 24 hours. I think that's doable with kind of how we're moving so fast already. But we shall see. We're gonna get some cozy reading done. We're gonna put my Kindle stand to use and do some cozy reading and just continue the book. Let's go. The found family in this book is absolutely everything for me. Like, getting to see all the other couples and Harvey and his kind of situation going on right now. I just love how everything is so connected, and I just feel so a part of this family. I feel like I'm literally on the ranch myself. It is wild. We are slowly making a dent here, you guys. We have 20 hours, 12 minutes left. Slowly getting there, but we're really enjoying this book. I made it to page 342. We're kind of in the middle of a chapter here. I just had to stop and update you because I came outside to read. But this is actually chapter 31. We're on a bow chapter, and first thing I do want to say right off the jump is this book is so freaking spicy, you guys. Like, right from the beginning, we were getting spice on spice, or like mentions of like sexual attraction. And I know Elsie Silver's books can be pretty spicy, but this one I feel like kind of takes the cake. Like, it is way spicier than I thought it was going to be. But I'm here for it. I just wanted to mention that to you guys. It is not closed doors whatsoever. But besides that, it's super cute. Again, just getting to know Bo and getting to know Bailey's side of the story, because she was always just so misconceived, and we knew a lot about her family, but we didn't even really know who she was. We didn't even really know her as a character. So I'm really loving that and just enjoying the book as a whole. We're 71% done it, so I'm really hoping that I do finish this off today. I'm planning on reading for the rest of the night, so if we have to read super late tonight, those are the vibes, because the sun is setting. It's already past 8, so let's try to finish this book, and then I don't even know what I'm gonna pick up next. Definitely continuing with this mood reading, because I feel like that's kind of what I've been doing all year, and it's the only way to get myself to actually complete books. So let's continue. Epilogue time. Let's finish this book. That is a good story. That was adorable. Guys, I just finished the Chestnut Springs series. Like, it's officially over. Wow. Knowing that is just like hitting me like a truck right now. Because I always said like, oh, I really want to finish the series, or this is the last book and then I'm done the series, and it was like, yay. But now it's just over. The universe is over. Why is it actually making me very sad right now? Ugh, I've been reading this series for almost 2 years now, so these characters and this world has been such a big part of like my reading years. Oh my gosh. This was really cute though. This was like the perfect ending to the series too, because obviously each book follows a different couple, and we got the pleasure of Beau and Bailey's book being the final one, but we got everyone in the last few chapters, and it was so wholesome, and it brought the whole found family aspect together into life, and it was just kind of like almost like a reunion episode on a reality TV show in a way, and oh, it just warmed my heart so much. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. I definitely liked Heartless and Reckless better, so I feel like I can't give this one a 5 stars, but it's really close. I would even push to 4.75. I think we'll do it a 4.75 because it does deserve higher than a 4.5. But anyways, we officially finished our first book, a part of this reading challenge. We have 18 hours and 23 minutes left on the dot. I'm gonna screenshot that because if you've watched my past 24-hour reading challenges, my phone timer, because I'm obviously doing this over the course of a few days, sometimes the timer just completely disappears on me and then I have to restart it, and I always screenshot when I stop it in case that happens, so then I know exactly where I stop. So just a fair warning if you are new here, that does happen, so that's why I screenshot my timer all the time. We still have a lot of time left and we're already done our first book. It is now 11:15 p.m. I am freaking exhausted. My brain is jumbled with a whole bunch of words and tiredness, so we are going to head to bed and we'll pick our next book up tomorrow. I'm definitely going to read a physical book. I do miss holding a physical book, and we'll just see what mood I'm in by tomorrow when we choose our read. Maybe one of the books I'll let you guys over on Instagram choose for me because I'm so indecisive all the time, but we'll see, we'll see. This was so cute. I'm literally gonna go to bed dreaming about Chestnut Springs, quite literally. It's a new day and we are currently about to go to the beach. I'm so freaking excited to read at the beach yet again. It's just like a summer tradition at this point. Before we go, I am gonna pick our next book. I have decided what it's going to be, and I'm very excited because it's an anticipated read, but nothing's changed since last night. We have 18 hours and 23 minutes left on the dot. And the next book we're gonna pick up is Between Lies and Revenge by Hannah D. Sharp. I've been dying to read this book since I got my hands on it. It's not popular. I don't think I've ever really seen anyone talk about this book yet. The cover is so absolutely intriguing, and this book seems like it's going to be like all about female manipulation and like kind of getting what they want and taking advantage of rich dudes, and I don't know, maybe like some con artist vibes, who freaking knows. I'm excited to change the genre that I've been reading lately this summer. I feel like I've been reading cringy summer romance, beach romance, cowboy romance, all these like really cringy summery romances, so I feel like this is going to be something completely different and I'm going to love it. It says, "We do everything despicable for love. All the juicy twists and turns readers crave, from domestic suspense, Between Lies and Revenge is at its heart an ode to women, the struggles we face, the sisterhoods we form, and the strength we all possess in all its many forms." Oh, it's a debut. Okay, Hannah D. Sharp, get it. So this is the book we are going to start next. The font is really big. I think we have some sort of dual POV going on with dates attached to it. I'm intrigued. Let's get this started. Okay, quick first update for Between Lies and Revenge by Hannah D. Sharp. We have 17 hours and 35 minutes left of our timer, and we have just kind of started this book, to be honest. There was no reading done at the beach. I apologize, guys. I just enjoyed the moment. There was just no reading done, but we made it to page 44 of this book. We're on an Elle chapter. It is dual POV of Elle and Olivia. They're two very different characters. I'm still trying to get to know them a little bit because they are both so different and they're both so all over the place. So it's kind of confusing, but I do like how different they are. Elle seems to be a con artist and like just super cold, and she's preparing something big, let's just say that. But she also has some sort of resentment towards Olivia that we kind of know, but we don't know the backstory. We don't know how that happened. It like doesn't really make sense, but Olivia is kind of like the, oh, I want everything to be perfect, and she has a huge shopping addiction, but she also is hiding a lot of secrets from her husband. So there's just a lot going on here with both these characters, and they're dual POV and they're all kind of merging a little bit. I don't know. Elle is trying to like insert her life into Olivia and befriend her for said reason that we're figuring out. And Olivia is just so oblivious and is trying to fix her marriage, yet fix her shopping addiction and also her personal problems. It's just a lot. I'm curious to see where the book goes, considering how much is going on in the first 44 pages that we are this confused. Please do not mind the sirens. This has been going on for so long. But yeah, I'm very, very intrigued. I am enjoying it for the most part. The author's writing is super easy to just fly through in a way. I'm also curious, the last thing I want to mention, why we have dates at the top of every single chapter. I feel like maybe that's gonna like play a role or something. I have no idea, but we're gonna continue reading. 17 and a half hours left. Let's see how long it takes us to finish this book. Well, I knew that was gonna be kind of predictable. We still have a decent amount of time left on our timer. We have 15 hours and 49 minutes, so we didn't read for too long, but I just need to give you guys an update because I did read a lot at my shift yesterday and we did make a decent dent of reading to like 150 pages. So we're inching up to the halfway mark and there's just so much going on in this book. Yes, we're following Elle and Olivia, but there's so many outside characters that both of them kind of have to deal with at the same time. So like Elle and Olivia are kind of becoming business partners in a very, very weird way. But then Olivia has like enemies that she needs to keep at bay. And then Elle has a past of enemies that like she's kind of gotten away with, but they seem like they're gonna start coming back to haunt her soon. So there's like a lot of foreshadowing there. And then Olivia already has a bunch of stuff going on. So it's very, very interesting. It's definitely keeping me hooked. I am a little confused at times, but I think that's more so just a me problem. But I'm really enjoying this author's writing. I never had any doubts of this author's writing after the first few chapters, because if you're able to hook me within those few chapters, like I'm pretty good to keep going. And I'm also just shocked that no one's talked about this book because it's so different and unique, and I'm just really enjoying it. And also just the whole like con artist aspect of it and how different Elle and Olivia are. Like if you have two main characters that are completely different, you've hooked me already because I'm just so intrigued by that. So then yes, you're getting dual POV, but you're getting two completely different characters, so you're not like bored in the slightest. But like I said, we are inching up to the halfway mark. We still have basically 16 hours left to read. So we're making pretty good progress with the books that we're reading within the time that we're reading them. So let's continue reading. I'm just very intrigued to see where this goes. I have no idea. Okay, incoming update. We need to talk about Between Lies and Revenge because things have gotten so whack, you guys. I don't even remember what I last updated you guys, like where my head kind of was at in those last updates, because I feel like we're still kind of getting into the story. Like, yeah, we were almost halfway and stuff, but like, wow, things have taken a turn. Things have picked up and I'm so hooked to it. We have just about 100 pages left, I want to say. We're on page 289. We're on an Olivia chapter. It's getting freaking wild, you guys. And one of the biggest updates of them all is that we're almost halfway through this challenge, which is kind of crazy. Almost halfway through the challenge and almost done our second book. We're making really good time. I'm actually kind of proud of myself because I've always told myself that I'm like a really, really, really slow reader. And I feel like the past few times that I've done this challenge, I normally have a lot more time finished rather than the books being finished, you know? Like, I don't think I've ever gotten over 3 books done in a span of 24 hours. So maybe this time it can be like a new record or something. I don't know. But either way, I'm so excited to finish this book, you guys. It has me hooked. And I absolutely love that it's not only dual POV like I've been saying this whole time, but the chapters are so short. Like, look, Olivia, and then it goes to the next chapter. Like, it's so short, so you get to know what every single character is feeling at all times, and like the perspectives are just awesome. So I don't know how it's gonna end. My mind is racing. We don't have a lot left of the book, and there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. So we're just gonna see, and we're also gonna see how long it takes us to finish this book with the time. It's pretty late at night, so I don't know if I'll finish this tonight or tomorrow morning, but either way, I think this is gonna be a 4+ stars, at least with how it's going right now. Like, it just depends on the ending now if it gets a 4-star or a 4+ star, you know? So I don't know, guys. I don't even know. And I can't say anything for the updates because I don't want to give anything away. Some of it was a little bit predictable, but I don't even care because it's so wild that it doesn't even matter how predictable it is. Last 2 chapters and officially halfway down the challenge. I don't know how this is gonna end. Wow. This was really good, you guys. This was really, really, really good. Everything was just so well thought out. Okay, wow. We have 11 hours and 55 minutes, so technically 12 hours left of the challenge, which means we are halfway done and we just finished our 2nd book. Could we get to 4 books in 24 hours, you guys? Like, that would be a new record for this challenge. Just saying. But, okay. I know I just finished the book, so these are all fresh thoughts and immediate thoughts. Like, I haven't let anything sink in, obviously, but I'm very, very impressed with this book, and I think it deserves so much more hype than it has because, like I said, no one has talked about this book. I've never even heard anyone say this book's name, say this author's name. Like, genuinely, why are we not talking about this book, you guys? It was so crazy and so wild. I think I'm honestly gonna give it like a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed this. Yeah, like, even thinking back to like the beginning of it, I was hooked right from the beginning, and it was just such a unique concept that had such a weirdly wholesome ending in the weirdest way possible. I don't know, I just really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, I think. Obviously my rating could change by the end of the video because it is just an immediate rating, but I don't know, you guys, this was really freaking good. So go pick up this book or add it to your want to read because I highly recommend. And yeah, oh my gosh, okay, now I need to like look up more books by this author. What the heck? Anyways, it's currently way too late. It is past my bedtime. We need to pick up our next read. I'm gonna take the night to think about what I want to read next. Okay, so as you guys can see, we did start The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I've been telling you guys I've been wanting to read this book for a while now, and I just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and I don't know why, because it's such a short book and it's so iconic in the book community. I don't know. It's just taken me forever to read it, but we're finally doing it now. I'm in the mood. I just want to read about friendships, and again, I want to know the hype, and I do want to watch the movie, but obviously you have to read the book first always. So there was just a bunch of reasons why I wanted to start this book, but I wanted to give you a first update now because our chapters are definitely longer, but the book as a whole is only 180 pages because when I read the author's note, which was really sweet, S.E. Hinton definitely said that this was just meant to be a short story. It was not really going to be like a full book or anything because he's telling the experience of his life, and it's just really, really cool. It's really cool, and I know this first update is kind of like all over the place and doesn't really make sense, but I'm really, really loving how S.E. Hinton is telling his life story. It literally feels like you are there, you're a part of this friendship gang. So I'm excited to continue it, and we're already on chapter 2, page 19 technically. Like I said, there's only 180 pages, so I don't know how many updates you're really gonna get, but I know this is gonna be a really, really good story. I know I'm gonna feel for these characters, and I love all their little nicknames, like Soda Boy. Is it Soda Boy or Soda Pop? They call him Soda. Dairy, Johnny, Pony Boy. S.E. Hinton is like nicknamed Pony Boy, which I like a lot. And there's another one one called 2 Bits, I think. There's just some really, really good nicknames in here, and I'm excited to continue this, to be honest. I love reading about friendship. I love reading about struggles, hardships, traumatic events, so I feel like this book is kind of right up my alley. And I also like how there's kind of their own little lingo throughout the book. Like, they're known as the greasers, which are like the poorer side of the community, and then the socks, or I don't even know how you pronounce it, SOC, they're like the wealthier guys, and they pick on the greasers, and it's like this whole thing. Some rivalry is going on for sure. Oh, and we also have 11 hours and 31 minutes left of our challenge. So hopefully we can finish this book kind of quickly, and then maybe we can get in 1.5 more books after this one. I don't know, we'll see, but I'm gonna continue this. I'm really enjoying it and I'm excited. Let's finish this one up. That's crazy. There's so many like discussion questions and stuff. Wow. I'm so happy that I finally read this, you guys. I should have read it a long time ago. Okay, some thoughts. Official thoughts. We have 8 hours and 25 minutes left of the challenge. First of all, that's crazy. We finished our 3rd book, even though this one I don't know if it really counts. It was only 180 pages, but I'm so happy that I finally got this off my TBR and read such an iconic book. Every single person that saw me reading this book was like, "You haven't read that yet? You didn't read that in 8th grade?" No, I didn't. But then I do realize that we read The Giver, I think, instead of this book. So I don't know, I guess their curriculums changed back when I was supposed to read this. But I'm happy that I finally did. It was so good. There were so many amazing themes and life lessons. And I can definitely see why this is a English discussion type book that you would read in school. There's just so many different things that you could write a paper on or something. The whole time I was reading it, that's all I was thinking about. Either way, I really enjoyed this. I think I'm just gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I don't think it was absolutely amazing, but I think it was a really special book and the writing was beautiful, and now I can watch the movie. So I'm excited to do that, and it was just good overall. So if you haven't read this, I know I'm so late and probably the only one living under a rock, but if you haven't, I would recommend it. Super short, super good, all about friendship, and it was definitely heartbreaking a lot of the times, especially the ending and how everything wrapped up. It just was really sad. So now we are on to our next book. I wonder if I'm going to be able to get 2 books done with the remainder of our time, or if I'm only going to be able to get 1 and like part of a book, but I don't know. I don't even know what I want to read right now. I don't know. Do I want to read something on my Kindle? No, I feel like I should get through my physical TBR. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a surprise to me and you both. First official update for Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. New release time, but we do have 7 hours and 18 minutes left of the challenge, you guys. We're making a pretty good dent and we're making pretty good time compared to the last times I've done this challenge. So that's super cool. We love to see the progress, but for the book update, we're on chapter 9, page 68. We're on a Samantha chapter. We are following Samantha and Xavier. Obviously, we're still pretty new to the book, so we don't know too much about these characters, but the one thing that I can say is that it is pretty insta-lovey. Which sucks because I do hate insta-love, and that was the first thing that I realized, like their first interaction with Xavier and Samantha. Hard eyes, this and that, I need to take you out on a date, I need to do this. Like, they already have gone on their first date and we are 68 pages in, so it's just very insta-lovey, but it's fine. It's fine. I think it will get better, and it's just so funny. Abby Jimenez's writing is so refreshing. It just feels fun and summery and vibey. It's just giving more so the vibes than the actual romance, if that makes sense. And I'm not not too mad about that, to be honest. I've read enough like complex, heartbreaking, beautifully written romance books, you know. I can deal with a little cringy, mindless, unrealistic one here and there. And it's just Abby Jimenez. I freaking love her writing. I don't know if I'm reading this out of order too or something. I don't know. I just picked it up because it was a new release and it's kind of giving summer vibes. Other than that, I don't really know anything about it. I know Xavier is a veterinarian, or not a veterinarian, sorry. I don't even think I can say this on YouTube. He works with pets, but in a very sad way. That's how I'm deciding to put it. And then Samantha, oh, she actually manages a mustard company and like runs their social media page for a mustard company. Very random, very interesting. And the way that they met was also very interesting. It's just very cringy and corny, but we're gonna continue reading. 7 hours and 18 minutes left on the clock. Every single Abby Jimenez book that I've read so far has something tragically sad that happens in it. Always at the end. Okay, you guys, we have another update going on here. We have another update. I feel like I haven't really talked about the book, but to be honest, there's a lot of back and forth of kind of the same things, except just now when I pulled out my camera to start filming, that's when we got into some juicy chapters. Like I said, Abby Jimenez always manages to put something extremely tragic in the end of every single one of her books. I was not expecting this, especially how everything panned out. It kind of like threw me for a loop. But anyways, we made it to page 283. We're on chapter 36. We're on a Samantha chapter. We don't have a lot left and we have just under 4 hours left of our timer. So overall, I'm still really enjoying this book. I definitely do like Just for the Summer better. I do kind of see what people are talking about for this book, like all their reviews and their opinions on it. I can see what they're saying now that I'm actually reading it, but I'm still enjoying it nonetheless. It's not making it a bad book or making it super unenjoyable. It is just little things that I'm like, oh, okay, or oh, this was very insta love, or oh, this was not needed, or what is this character doing, you know? But it's a good concept overall. I think it's really just showing that if you love someone, you are going to do absolutely everything in your power to be with them, to make them happy, to see them, and that's the sweetest part of the book, I would say, because it is true. You will go to the ends of the earth for the people that you love, and this book is showing that. So I'm excited to see how it ends. I'm nervous to see how it ends because there's a lot of chaos going on, especially with the chapter that we just finished. I'm like actually shaking in my boots. We're gonna finish this off. Again, we don't have a lot of time left of our timer. I think when we finish this, I'm just gonna either pick up a book that I'm in the middle of, pick up a short book, or pick up something random on my Kindle, because I've only read on my Kindle once in this video and I miss holding my Kindle. So we'll see. That's for when we finish this book, and we're not done yet. I think we have like a little less than 100 pages. We can bang this out. Okay, the bugs out. Oh my god, the bee is back. No. No. I freaking. Why? Oh my god, that's a big bumblebee. I'm such a baby. Okay, this is a very, very chaotic clip. We might have to take this review inside, but we finished Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. You guys, ugh. The found family, just the family aspect. I loved it. Loved it. Like, it's one thing to enjoy the romance. Oh, there's also these really loud bugs going on, so hopefully you can still hear me. Mic. Hopefully it's doing its job. But like I was saying, it's one thing to enjoy the romance, but it's another to enjoy other parts of the book too. I've realized now, since I've read so many romance books, I've read amazing love stories over and over and over again, but I want to read a book that I also am caring about the side characters. I'm also caring about their friends and family and stuff like that, and I feel like Abby Jimenez does such an amazing job of that every single time. I just love her writing. I think I'm gonna rate this a 4 out of 5. I feel like it deserves higher, but I don't want to go into specifics of like 4.25, you know? And I don't think it deserves a 4.5. But we have 2 hours and 30 minutes left of our challenge, you guys. I think I'm gonna read on my Kindle for that remainder of the time. I don't know what I'm going to read. Maybe I'll do a poll on my Instagram or something, start a new book. I don't think we're gonna get to finish it, obviously. Moral of the story is that I really, really enjoyed the book. I highly recommend. It was super cute, kind of spicy, and also check the trigger warnings before you start reading it because it does heavily talk about dementia. So check the trigger warnings for that along with some other topics as well because it goes pretty deep into mental health situations and all that stuff. But I highly recommend it. It was so cute. You guys, our timer is officially up. We finished this challenge. That is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This video, I've definitely been filming it for a couple weeks. I'm not gonna lie. I just cannot get through any books this year. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with me reading wise. But moral of the story is we did finish the challenge and I'm going to give you guys a quick little recap of all the books that we read within this 24 hours while stopping the timer, obviously. We did do a really good job. I'm very proud of us. I think this is definitely the best part out of all the videos I've posted of this challenge. So let's get into the recap. The first book that we started off the challenge with was Hopeless by Elsie Silver. Now I did finish the Chestnut Spring series officially, you guys. I'm still kind of sad about it, but it feels so accomplishing in a way. I don't know. I rated this a 4.75 out of 5 stars. It is staying a 4.75 out of 5 stars. I absolutely adored this, and just having Beau's book finally was the perfect way to end off this series. Then we read a very, very underrated book, Between Lies and Revenge by Hannah D. Sharp. Now this book surprised me, you guys. I rated this a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and it is staying a 4.5 out of 5 stars because, like I said, it's extremely underrated. It caught me by surprise. I fell in love with this author's writing, and just the whole concept of the book as a whole was so twisty and had me hooked the entire time. I think this author did an amazing job writing these characters and making them so different that it hooked me in even more. And then obviously the plot itself was absolutely crazy. So please put this on your want to read. Please read this. If you have it, read it. I'm telling you, I know no one's talking about this book, but I'm telling you, it's underrated. Then we finished a super, super short book, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. Why have I not read this book yet? I don't know, you guys. Finally read this, and now I can watch the movie. I did rate this a 4 out of 5 stars. It's iconic. It was cute. It was wholesome. It was heartbreaking, all wrapped up in a bouquet, basically. I highly recommend you read this if you haven't. I know I'm late, so all of you are probably laughing at me, but it is a super wholesome read, and I would say that it's also pretty good for the summertime. Weirdly enough. Then we read Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Definitely a new favorite author of mine in 2025 so far, you guys. I've been absolutely loving her books. Perfect summer reads in my opinion. And like I said throughout all my updates, Abby Jimenez just grips you in with her characters and her writing, and then she throws a very, very heartbreaking twist most likely at the end of her books, at least the ones I've read so far by her. So I think she just did an absolutely amazing job with this one. I know there was lots of mixed opinions on it, but personally I I would recommend it, and we did rate this a 4 out of 5. And I think I'm gonna stick with that 4 out of 5 because I did like Just for the Summer a lot better than this one, but it was still good nonetheless. And lastly, to finish off our time, we just started Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. Now I was kind of going back and forth between the physical and the Kindle book, but we ran out of time. But we did end up to chapter 22, page 193. So we got a decent way through. I'm pretty sure that's 28%, I think. I don't know. It's really cute. It's single dad, nanny vibes, grumpy ex sunshine. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm excited to finish this off, and you guys will have to wait on my thoughts, sadly, but Lauren Asher is a favorite author of mine, so I'm not too worried about it. But that officially concludes our 24-hour reading challenge, you guys. We did it yet again. This was by far my favorite time that we filmed this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want another part, let me know. Maybe we'll try to do it straight. I know I say this at the end of every single challenge of this, but maybe we'll actually do it straight. If you guys get this video to like 200 likes, I will do it straight. I'll attempt it. Anyways, I hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful day. I love you guys so, so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! If you've watched my past reading 24 and we're already done first. Wow. Is it Olivia? I think her name's Olivia. Yeah. This was good. This was really good. But, oh, UPS. These bugs are so loud. Now you know I'm terrified of bees. Please don't bite me. Did you just hear both my hips crack?